Okay? So, ayan. So, source-free RC circuit. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng source-free RC circuit? Okay? So, a source-free RC circuit occurs when DC source is suddenly disconnected. So, the energy already stored in the capacitor is released to the resistor. Okay? So, ang concept nito guys, parang ano lang siya. Para sa cellphone. Let's say, meron tayo daw na source. Okay? So, let's say, meron tayong battery. Ayan. Let's say, ayan. Then, may capacitor tayo. Then, assume natin meron din tayong resistor. Okay? So, at given time, di ba, itong capacitor natin, magcha-charge siya. Okay? Parang alam naman natin kapag capacitor, parang battery lang, di ba? Yung kanyang concept. Okay? So, let's say, at time t, okay, equals to 0. Okay, so ito, close pa yung ating circuit. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kapag close siya, yung ating charge dito sa ating capacitor, madadagdagan. Okay, so ayan yung magiging circuit natin. Okay, so kapag source-free RC circuit, ibig sabihin source-free. From the name itself, ibig sabihin wala tayong source. Okay, so let's say itong ating voltage source is na-disconnect. Okay, naputol. So ito. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, wala nang magsusupply doon sa ating circuit. Okay? So, yung charge na maiipon dito kay capacitor, let's say, meron tayong B sub C dyan, ito yung energy na may store dito, siya yung magsusupply kay resistor. So, ibig sabihin, para mangyayari, kung isipin natin nag-charge tayo ng cellphone. Okay? So, di ba, once na ma-full charge siya, tinatanggal natin. So, yun, madi-disconnect na. Okay? So, once na ma-disconnect, okay, so wait lang may nag-chat. Hindi kita presentation ko guys, wait lang. Parang okay naman. Thumbs up, kung goods. Hindi daw kita presentation eh. Meron eh. Ano na?
Hindi nga po.
Kita daw. Baka mahina lang internet ni guys. Mahina lang daw.
Ano, wala nga bigla.
Ano? Wala. Hindi meron eh. Dalawa kasi gamit kong device. Eh dito sa kalapit ko, goods eh. Black. Aha.
Sir, loading lang po.
Ang bakit kaya? Pero kinig niyo ako. Real time.
Opo, sir, rinig po.
Ito. Ito okay na?
Yan, sir, kita na po.
Okay. So yan. So sige, ulitin natin. Dito sa... Okay, so sige. Okay na. Ayan. So yan, mabuti nabasa agad. Okay? So yan. So at some point, di ba, yung ating cellphone, mapu-full charge. So ibig sabihin, di ba, yung cellphone gagamitin natin. Siyempre, magpapagana doon sa cellphone natin is yung kanyang battery. Para mangyayari dito sa circuit natin, ito yung battery natin. Okay? Ito yung battery natin. Itong voltage sa capacitor, siya yung magsusupply doon sa ating resistor. Okay? So, kumbaga, itong resistor, siya yung paggamit ng ating cellphone. Okay? Kaya from this, ang magiging circuit na lang natin is simply yung sa capacitor, then yung ating resistor. Yun na lang siya. Okay? So, ito yung voltage natin sa capacitor, siya yung magsusupply kay resistor. Kasi ang trabaho lang naman ng resistor, di ba, is mag-consume ng energy. So, for sure, dapat siya ang supplyan. Okay? Kaya magsusupply kay resistor is yung capacitor. Okay? Kaya siya tinawag na source-free. Okay? Source-free RC circuit. Okay? So, balik tayo. Ayan. So, ito yon. Ito yung ating circuit. Ayan. So, at time t equals to 0, so initial voltage daw natin, so V sub 0 lang din. Energy stored, so yung binigay natin sa ano, sa capacitance, so 1/2 CV square. So, yan. So, para ma-compute natin, guys, yung magiging formula natin, okay? So, nag-conduct lang tayo ng KCL dito sa top node. Okay, so yung current is papunta kay capacitor, also papunta kay resistor. Okay, initially kasi may source tayo. Kaya yung direction natin, kung mapapansin natin, is palabas lahat. Okay? Kaya yan yung magiging basis natin sa ating computation. So yan, so IC plus IR. Okay? So yung IC, again, pagkukulin natin yung kanyang current, di ba hindi siya direct Ohm's law. Tatandaan, ang direct Ohm's law lang nagagamitan natin is yung sa resistor. Pero kasi kapag capacitor, meron tayong equation na ginagamit, which is na-discuss ko na din naman to sa ano, capacitance. Also, nung parang kauna-una ang topic natin. Ayan, so yung IC natin, o I sub C, is equivalent to CdV dt. Okay? So from this, by paggawa doon, separation of variable, so nilipat sa kabila yung negative B over R. Then, nilipat sa baba ng dB yung B para magkaroon tayo ng separation of variable dito. So, yung equation natin is negative dt over RC. Taking the integral of both sides, so dB over B, so ln lang siya. Okay, so din dito, antiderivative, nung sa dt, cancel yung D, so matitira negative T over RC. So, from this, itong lnc, siya yung constant natin. Okay, mag-a-act as constant. Kaya from this, taking the exponential function of both sides, okay, so dito mawawala na yung ln. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ilagay ko nga dito sa ating ano. Yan. Okay? So, kapag e raised to the value tayo, okay, ito cancel, di ba? Kaya ito, b. So, function of time kasi yung hinahanap natin. Okay, e equals to BO. So, saan nanggaling yung BO? Yung BO po is itong LNC. Okay? Kasi ito yung magiging constant natin, which is ito yung magiging BO, initial voltage natin. Okay? So, yan. Okay? So, E raised to negative T over RC. So, sir, ba't laging ganito equation? So, di ba kapag ito, isi-simplify natin, so E raised to negative T over RC, so plus LNC. So, di ba ito, pwede natin paghiwalayin. So, E raised to negative T over RC, so kapag plus, di ba, multiply yon. So, multiply by E raised to LNC. Again, E raised to LNC, ito yung constant. So, ito yung ating BO. Kaya dito, we have BO, E raised to negative T over RC. Okay? Kaya yung formula na gagamitin natin para makompute natin yung voltage at some point is ito. So, we have B of T equals to BO, E raised to negative T over RC. Okay, so tandaan yung formula. So sir, bakit ganyan? Ba't may B of T tayo? So di ba sa ano, sa cellphone, kung isipin natin, habang ginagamit natin yung phone, yung battery charge niya is nababawasan. Kaya from this, kung meron tayong full charge, let's say 100%, yung, kung dito sa equation, 100 volts siya, for sure, at some time, okay, so mababawasan siya. So, kagaya dito, E raised to negative T over RC. Let's say, ang ginamit nating time dito is 10 seconds. For sure, yung 100 volts is hindi na siya 100 volts at time t equals to 10 seconds. Mababawasan siya. Okay, so given yung ating resistance and capacitance. Okay, kaya ito yung ibig sabihin niya. Okay? Kung sa problem, wala tayong given na value of time, so ang magiging sagot natin is yung mismo equation. Okay? So tandaan niyo itong equation natin. So B of t equals to B sub 0 e raised to negative T over RC. Okay? So itong RC na nakalagay dyan, sa ibang book makikita nyo, B of T equals to BO e raised to negative T over tau. Okay? So tau yung nakalagay dyan. So, ibig sabihin, yung tau natin is equals to RC. So, ito sinatawag po natin na time constant. Okay? So, itong formula natin for time constant, so RC lang siya. Okay? So, iba kasi yung magiging time constant natin kapag sa source-free RL circuit naman. Okay? So, basta tandaan nyo, ito yung magiging formula lang natin for the value of voltage. Okay? Okay, so yan. So, actually, mabilis lang tandaan naman, di ba? So, try tayo example para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, so balik muna tayo para sa module. Para baka meron pa tayo nakakaligtaan. Ayan. So, yan. So, the natural response of a circuit refers the behavior in terms of voltages and currents of the circuit itself. So, with no external sources of excitation. So, ito na yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Diba? Initially, meron tayong voltage. So, sa cellphone, let's say 100% yung ating charge. So, gagamitin natin, for sure, yung voltage niya, bababa yan. Okay? So, at some point, malolobat, ayan. So, yung magiging voltage natin is magiging 0. Okay? Kaya, the time constant of a circuit is the time required for the response to decay to a factor of 1 over E or 36.8% of its initial value. Okay? Actually, sa DE, madidiscuss siya yung growth and decay kung tawagin. So, halos same formula lang yan. Okay? Iba lang yung concept. Okay? Pero growth and decay, exponential din yung kanyang decrease. Okay? So, yan, tau. Ito yung nilagay ko. Tau is equals to RC. Kaya yung tau natin, so tinatawag natin na time constant. Ayan. So, ayan. So, power dissipated at the resistor. So, direct substitution lang naman siya sa formula. So, B multiplied by IR. Okay, so equals to BO square over R e raised to negative 2t over tau. Okay, so actually dito, sinubstitute lang natin guys yung value of voltage and also value of IR. Okay, so saan nanggaling yan? Doon pa din. Doon sa formula natin. Okay, doon din yun. So ito parang dinederive lang. Okay, so di ba yung voltage natin, ano yung ating formula? So voltage natin is BO e raised to negative T over tau. Okay? So yung current natin is B over R. So yung B natin dito is again is the initial value of voltage. Okay? So from this, kapag sisimplify natin siya, so we have BO, BO. Okay, so we have BO square over R. So e raised to negative dito 2T. Okay, so bakit naging 2T dito? Kasi given natin resistance, okay, madodoble lang siya. Okay, so di ba yung tau natin is simply RC? So dito may resistance tayo, dito may resistance din tayo. So we have negative 2T over tau. And again, yung tau pa din natin dyan is simply RC. Okay, kumbaga parang dito, dinerive lang equation natin. Okay, dito yung magiging power natin at time t. Okay? So, actually, yung pagdiderive wala sa ating module. So, nilagay ko lang dito. Pero same concept pa din yon. Okay? So, alamin nyo lang yung mga formula ng voltage saka yung sa resistor. Okay? So, ayan. So, next. Ano pa yung mga formula na pwedeng ilagay? Na pwedeng kunin? So, energy absorbed. Ayan. So, yun din. Di ba sa energy, ang ating formula is 1/2 CV square. Okay? So, ito yung B natin, ginawa lang natin na initial value of voltage. Okay, pero actually same lang din siya. Tandaan nyo lang mga formula dito para kung ipahanap yung energy, so direct substitution lang siya. Ang kailangan naman talaga dito is yung ano equation ng voltage at time t sa yung kanyang initial value of voltage. Okay? Pagdating naman dito sa power sa energy, direct substitution na lang yan. Okay? So yan. So try tayo example para mas maliwanagan. Ayan, okay? So, in the circuit below, so find BC, Bx and Ix, 40 is greater than 0. So, let BC of 0 equals to 15 volts. So, ibig sabihin, BC of 0 is the initial voltage. So, ibig sabihin, kumbaga, itong ating capacitor, meron na siyang voltage. Di ba? Ang formula natin to calculate for the value of voltage at time t is BC of t equals to BC of 0 e raised to negative t over tau. Again, yung tau is RC. So, before natin ma-compute yung BC of, yung RC, kasi BC of 0 given na eh. Ang kailangan lang natin is yung total resistance. Capacitance given na din. Okay? Kaya kailangan natin ma-compute is yung R. Okay? Yung R equivalent o yung ating R total. So, saan kukumpute dito yung R total? Kung nasaan yung ating terminal ng ating capacitor, yun po yung magiging terminal natin para makuha si resistance. Yung ating R equivalent. Kaya from this, itong ating capacitor, so at this circuit, di ba, ang capacitor mag-a-act as open circuit. Kaya yung magiging circuit natin, ganito na lang. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, wala tayong source. So, ibig sabihin, initially, dapat may charge na yung capacitor natin. Kasi dapat itong capacitor ang magsusupply dito sa mga resistances natin. Kaya nga given yung initial value of voltage, mas madali yang compute natin yung BC of T. Okay? Pero kapag sa problem, wala na yung initial value of voltage, then wala ka pang source dito, parang hindi natin makukompute itong ating BC of T. Okay? Kasi wala tayong magiging BC of 0. Again, kaya BC of 0 siya, ibig sabihin, at time t is equals to 0. Kumbaga, hindi pa dinidisconnect yung ating circuit from the DC source. Okay? So from this, again, kunin natin yung magiging R total o R equivalent. So meron tayong 5 ohms. Okay, so yung ating capacitor, again, mag-a-act as open. So, itong open circuit, dyan po natin kukunin yung R equivalent natin. Okay? Then, meron tayong 8 ohms. Then, meron tayong 12 ohms. Okay? So, ito si 5. Ito si 8. Ito si 12. Okay? So, huwag niyo muna pansinin yung IX kasi ipapakuha naman sa atin yan mamaya. Ang mahalaga, makompute muna natin yung BC. Okay? Pag sinabing BC, BC of T yun. Okay? At time T. Okay? So, from this, ano yung makompute natin sa REQ? So, ito, series, si 8 saka si 12, series. Yung combination nila, naka-parallel sa 5 ohms. So, ibig sabihin, we have 20, okay, yung series combination ni 8 at 12, naka-parallel sa 5 ohms. Okay? So, from this, 20 parallel sa 5, so we have 4 ohms. Okay, so from this, pwede na natin makompute yung BC of T. Okay? So, kasi yung BC of T natin is equals to, so BC of 0, so lagay lang natin. BC of 0 given, 15 volts. E raised to negative T over tau. Ano nga ba yung tau? Again, ito is RC. Yung R na tinutukoy dito is the equivalent resistance. Okay? So, equivalent resistance natin is 4 ohms. We have 4 multiplied by capacitance. Kung saan natin tinanggal yung capacitor, hindi pala tinanggal yung capacitor na given kung saan kukunin yung total resistance, yung pong gagamitin. So dito, we have 0.1. Okay, so multiply by 0.1. So from this, ang magiging sagot natin will be equal to, so 15 e raised to negative. So we have 1 over 4 times 0.1. So we have 2.5. We have negative 2.5 T. Okay, ito, volts. So ito yung magiging BC of T natin. Okay, so ito na yan, BC. Okay, so next, BX. Okay, so BX and IX. So dito may voltage na tayo sa BC. So ibig sabihin, para makompute si BX, pwede tayo mag-conduct dito ng voltage divider. Kasi ito, meron na tayo BC. Okay? So by voltage divider, kasi meron tayong dalawang resistance dito, kunin natin yung BX. Okay? So by voltage divider rule, So we have Bx is equals to voltage source, yung ating Bc of T, which is 15e raised to negative 2.5t, multiply by, saan kukunin yung Bx? Sa 12 ohms. So multiply by 12, all over 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12. Okay, so from this, simplify natin. So 15 times 12 over 20. Okay, so we have 9. Kaya we have 9 e raised to negative 2.5t volts. Okay, so ito yung magiging value of Bx natin. Okay, so kung given sa problem yung time, substitute nyo na lang. Pero kung wala, equation po yung so expression yung makakukuha natin. Okay, so ayan, yung maging Bx. Next is Ix. So Ix, ayan, nandito sa ating 12 ohms. So pwede natin makakuha si Ix by means of Ohm's law. Di ba? Given naman yung voltage sa 12 ohms. So by Ohm's law, Ix equals to Bx over 12. Ayan. So Bx natin is 9 e raised to negative 2.5t over 12. Okay, so 9 over 12. So we have 0.75. Okay, so we have 0.75 e raised to negative 2.5t amperes. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? Questions? Question? Nakuha? Guys. Thumbs up pag nakuha. Thumbs up pag nakuha. Baka mamaya hindi. Okay, goods. Iba? Okay? Sino iba? Ayaw? Hindi pa? Okay, so another example. Kung hindi pa nakukuha. So, 4 ohms. Ayan. So, 15. Tama, di ba? Then 9. Then 0.75. So, goods. So, next. Ulitin natin na may ano pa tayo. Initial value of voltage. So, mamaya kasi wala tayong initial voltage. So, paano yung magiging computation pag ganon? Okay? So, next. So, in the circuit below, so find BC, BX, and IO for T is greater than or equal to 0. So, let BC of 0 is equal to 45 volts. Okay? So, goods na agad tayo sa initial voltage. Okay? So, ang kailangan na lang natin makuha is yung R equivalent o R total. Okay? So, yung capacitor mag-a-act as open circuit. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung magiging circuit na natin. Ito yung ating terminal. Okay? So, ito ay 12. Ito ay 6. Ito is 8. Okay, dito tayo kukuha ng REQ. Okay, so from this, REQ is 12 parallel sa 6. Okay, 12 parallel sa 6. In combination, nakaseries sa 8. So, 12 parallel sa 6. So, 72 divide 18. So, 4 plus 8. So, we have 12. Okay, so we have 12 ohms. Yung ating REQ o R total. So, from this, pwede na tayo makakompute ng BC of T. So, by formula, BC of T is equals to BO e raised to negative t over RC na lang. So, kung tawang nilagay nyo, walang problema. So, substitute. So, we have 45 e raised to negative t over R. So, 12 multiplied by C, anong given? 1/3. Okay? So, simplify. So, we have 45 e raised to negative. So, 12 times 1/3. So, 4. So, 1/4 siya sa negative 0.25 t volts. Okay? So, ito yung magiging value of BC of t natin. Okay? So next, so BX. So BX na ito, so ito yung BCFT natin. Okay? So from this, paano natin makukompute siya na? BX. So actually dito, pwede naman mag-KBL, pero mas maganda, gamitin na lang natin is, uh, doon, Ball is divider. Okay? Pero dito, kapag voltage divider, ang kailangan kasi natin is dalawang resistor lang. So, ibig sabihin, itong dalawa, nakaparallel naman. So, ibig sabihin, isang voltage yan, which is yung Bx pa din. Simplify na lang natin. So, 12 parallel sa 6, ilan yon? 4 ohms. Okay, so magiging circuit na lang natin, ganito. Ito yung ating BC. Okay. So, may BCF na tayo dito. So, nasa na yon? So, 8 ohms, saka 4 ohms. Ito yung ating 4 ohms. Okay, nandito yung ating plus minus Bx. Again, yung 4 ohms, siya po is resulta sa parallel combination ni 12 tsaka ni 6. Okay, so from this, pwede na agad tayo mag-conduct ng voltage divider. Okay, so by voltage divider ba din yung ginamit dito? Lang ko lang Ayan, voltage divider din naman. Okay, so para pattern lang. Okay, so by BDR, okay, so BC of T, ito yung ating source. So Bx equals to BC of T, ano yung ating given? 45 e raised to negative 25, 0.25. So 45 e raised to negative 0.25 T. So multiply by, so nasa natin kukunin sa 4 ohms. So 4 all over total resistance. So 4 plus 8. So from this, so Bx natin is equals to, so 45 times 4 over 4 plus 8. Okay, 15. Okay, so we have 15 e raised to negative 0.25 T volts. Okay, ito yung ating Bx. Okay, so next. Kumpitin naman natin si IO. Okay, so IO, ito yon. So pwede natin makumpit yung kanyang current. So, paano natin kukumpitin yung current nito? Okay, so kailangan makumpit muna natin yung voltage kay 8 ohms. Okay? So, kumpitin natin yung voltage kay 8 ohms, voltage divider din. Voltage kay 8 ohms, so we have, so 45 e raised negative 0.25 t multiply by 8 over, ano yung ating 8 saka 4 pa din. Okay, so from this, so 45 times 8 over 8 plus 4. So we have 30. Okay, so we have 30 e raised negative 0.25 t volts. Okay, ito yung voltage kay 8 ohms. So para makumpit natin si IO, again, so by the circuit, meron na tayong voltage kay 8 ohms, di ba? Divide natin yung kanyang resistance, makumpit natin yung IO. Okay, so from this, IO is equals to voltage kay 8 ohms divided by 8 ohms. Okay, so we have 30 e raised negative 0.25 t divided by 8. So yung ating IO is equals to 30 divided by 8. So we have 3.75. So 3.75 e raised negative 0.25 t amperes. Okay, so ito yung magiging IO natin. Nakuha? Thumbs up pag nakuha. Yung iba.
Sir,
Yo, question.
di po ba negative yung IO, sir?
Aha. Wait lang, tingnan natin direction pala. Wait. Negative, sir, yung IO. Bakit negative? Negative ba? Tingnan ko lang May nasagot dito eh. Oo nga, negative nga, no? Mali yata yung aking lagay eh. Okay, negative. Tama, negative. Thank you, thank you. So, sir, bakit naging negative? Ito yan. Okay. So, di ba dito meron tayong voltage na BC of T? Kapag magkakandak tayo dito ng ng KBL, okay, so dito sa part na to, nalimutan ko nga din. Okay, papasok sa 8 ohms, lalabas sa negative. Papasok sa positive, lalabas sa negative. Okay, kung mangyayari, para mailagay natin dyan, 8i plus BC. Kapag nilipat natin, magiging negative nga naman yung BC. Yun. Mabuti na banggit. Negative siya. Okay, thank you. Kaya dito, negative dapat yung ion natin. Thank you, thank you. Yan. Ito dapat negative yung voltage. Kasi positive yung kanyang papasukan eh. Okay? Ayan. Another question. Tama na yun, no? Negative. Ayan, tama, negative. Okay? So ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Yung pinasukan, negative sa kabila. Okay? Pero actually, pwede din naman na BDR. Okay? Next. Walang question? Nakuha? Susundan? Uy. Okay. Walang nasiyap. Sige. Next question. Ayan. So the switch in the circuit below has been closed for a long time and it opened at time t equals to 0. So find B of t for t is greater than or equal to 0. So calculate the initial energy stored in the capacitor. Okay, so from this mapapansin natin wala tayong initial value of voltage, yung BC of 0. So kapag wala yon, kailangan natin makuha yung initial value of voltage. Kasi dito sa circuit, napapansin naman natin na meron tayong source. Ibig sabihin, siya yung magsusupply sa ating capacitor. Okay? Kaya from this, based do sa ating circuit, mapapansin natin, may switch tayo. Yung direction niya is pataas. Di ba? So, paano yung magiging circuit natin kapag pataas yan? So, tatandaan kapag pataas yung direction ng switch, ibig sabihin, kapag yung time t natin is greater than or equal to 0, mag-o-open na yung circuit. Pero initially, ito is naka-close. Kaya kapag at time t equals to 0, yung circuit natin is ganito. Okay? Yung switch natin dito, itong part na to, naka-close yan. Ayan. Okay? So sir, bakit naka-close, naka-open? So again, mag-o-open siya, ibig sabihin yan, mag-o-open siya at time t is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So kaya initially, naka-close. Okay? So kasi kung isipin natin, kung siya naka-open agad, walang magsusupply dito sa capacitor natin. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya ma-charge, di ba? So ibig sabihin, wala tayong makukompute na value of initial voltage. Kaya dapat ito naka-close para makompute natin yung initial voltage. Okay? So yan. So from this, kapag sinupplyan di ba natin ang capacitor ng DC source, yung kanyang circuit is magiging open. Kaya ito yung ating BC of 0. Initial value of voltage sa capacitor. So lagay natin. So 1 ohm, 9 ohms, so 3 ohms, so plus minus 20 volts. Okay, so from this, paano natin makompute si BC of 0? Any method naman pwedeng gamitin. Okay? So dito mapapansin natin, meron tayong 1 ohm pa dito sa malapit sa terminal ng BC of 0. Pero ito putol. Ibig sabihin wala nang dadaloy na current diyan. Okay? So yung current natin dito is 0 amperes. Di ba? Ayan. So ibig sabihin, ito parang mag-a-act na lang siya as wire. So yung magiging value of voltage natin is equals the voltage across 9 ohms. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan lang natin makompute yung voltage dito sa 9 ohms. Okay, kasi naka-parallel naman sila. Okay? Kaya from this, so by voltage divider, so BC of 0 is equals to, so 20 volts. So multiply by, so 9 volts, 9 volts, 9 ohms over 9 plus 3. Okay, kasi itong dalawa ng resistor yung naka-series. Okay, so we have So 20 times 9 over 9 plus 3. Okay, so we have 15 volts. Okay, so ito yung magiging initial voltage natin. So kanina ginigiven sa atin yan. So ngayon, hinahanap muna natin. Okay? So next. So okay na tayo sa initial value of voltage. So next is the REQ. So R equivalent. So from this, meron tayong source. Okay, so yung concept nito is parang katulad ng superposition o kaya Thevenin theorem. Okay? Kukunin natin yung total resistance o equivalent resistance given na yung ating mga independent source is naka-turn off o naka-deactivate. Okay? So para sa Thevenin o kaya superposition, kapag nag-deactivate tayo ng voltage, nagiging short circuit siya. Kapag current source, naka-open. Okay? Kaya from this, yung magiging total resistance natin is equals to, so ito mag-a-act as shorted. Then may resistance tayo dito. Then ito yung 9, 1 ohm. Okay? So kung saan natin kinumpit yung BC of 0, doon din tayo kuha ng REQ. Okay? Sa terminal siya ng capacitor. Okay? So ito 1 ohm. So 9. Ito is 3. Okay? So ano yung value of REQ natin? So 3 parallel sa 9. Okay? Yung combination, naka-series sa 1. Okay? So 3 times 9, 27 over 12. Okay? So kumpitin natin. 3 parallel sa 9. Yung sagot is isi-series sa 1 ohm. Kaya we have 3.25 ohms. Ito yung magiging REQ natin. So yan, meron tayong REQ. Pwede natin makompute yung BC of T. So we have BO, 15, E raised negative T over RC. So we have 3.25 multiplied by, yung capacitance natin is 20 millifarad. So 20 times 10 raised to negative 3. Ayan. Okay, so BC of T is equals to, so 1 over 3.25 times 20 plus negative 3. Okay? So, nag-sort natin. Wait lang. Para may pattern. 15. Ba't mali yung total resistance natin? Ay, sorry. Hindi ko pa pala na-open. Sorry, baliktad. Okay? So, dito pala sa pag-compute ng REQ, nalimutan ko, is, so, di ba nawala na tayo ng source? Okay, yung ating source, tinanggal na natin. So, itong time t, aangat na yan. Ibig sabihin. Kaya ito parang mapuputol na siya. Okay? So, di ba initially, hindi ko na-consider yung yung switch. So, initially, connected to. Sabi ko, pag ganito yung arrow, pataas, ibig sabihin, initially, close yan. So, once na yung ating time is greater than or equal to 0, ito mag-o-open. Ibig sabihin, yung kanyang direction, pataas. So, ibig sabihin, mag-o-open. So, yung part dito, mapuputol. Okay? Kaya from this, itong 3 ohms, hindi na siya kasama sa calculation ng total resistance. Kaya from this, ang kasama na lang is si 1 ohms saka si 9 ohms. So, ito naka-series parehas. Kaya we have 1 plus 9. Yung REQ natin is 10 ohms. Okay? So, from this, yan yung REQ natin. Sa-substitute natin dito sa formula. Okay? Kaya pala, iba yung lumabas. Okay? So, hindi ko na-consider sa switch. Okay? So, ito 10 ohms. Ayan. Okay? So, 1 over 10 times 20 times 10 raised to negative 3. Negative 3. Okay? So, we have 5. Okay? So, we have 15 e raised to negative 5t volts. Ito yung magiging BC of T natin. Okay? So, tatandaan na, baka iba na nito. So, yung pagkuha natin ng BC of 0, ito naka-close. Okay? So, kapag kukuha natin yung REQ, yung ating voltage source o yung mga independent source natin, ite-turn off. So ito, turn off natin, naging shorted. Okay, then yung switch natin, aangat na yon. So mag-o-open, ito mapuputol. So ibig sabihin, yung 3 ohms, hindi na siya kasama sa calculations. Matitira na lang si 1 ohms saka si 9 ohms. Kaya yung naging REQ natin is 10 ohms. Substitute sa formula, BC of T. So na-compute natin is 15 e raised negative 5t. Okay? So, ayan. So next. So, calculate the initial energy stored in the capacitor. Okay? So, di ba yung formula natin, kapag initial energy stored is simply, so we have, okay, energy stored initial, so ibig sabihin, at time t equals to 0, equals to 1/2 CBO0. Ibig sabihin, yung voltage at time t equals to 0, which is 15 volts dito. So, we have, so 1/2, capacitance natin is 20 times 10 raised to negative 3 multiplied by the voltage of 15. Okay, so we have 15 square. So we have 20 times 10 raised to negative 3 times 15 square divided by 2. Okay, kaya from this, yung initial value of energy natin is 2.25 joule. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? Nakuha? Next. Ito tayo dito. Ayan. So next problem. Okay, so if the switch in the circuit below opens at time t is equals to 0, find B of t for t is greater than or equal to 0, then initial value of energy. Okay? So initially, yung ating circuit is naka-close yan. Okay? So mapapansin natin, yung direction niya, kapag nagbilang na yung time, aangat siya. Okay? So initially, naka-shorted to. Ito yung ating 24 volts, then 6 ohms. Itong ating capacitance mag-o-open kapag sinuplayan ng DC source. Kaya dyan tayo kukumpit ng BC of 0. Okay? Then parallel sa 12 ohms. Then parallel sa 4 ohms. Okay, so from this, so simplify natin. So itong 12 parallel sa 4. So equivalent nito is 3 ohms. Okay? So, dito, yung BC of 0 naman, nakaparallel sa 3 ohms. So, ibig sabihin, by voltage divider, pwede natin makompute si BC of 0. Okay? So, by BDR, so BC of 0 is equals to yung ating voltage source. So, 24 volts multiplied by 3. Okay? Itong combination na ni 12 at ni 4. So, 3 ohms yan. Over 3 plus 6. So, initial value of voltage is equals to, so 24 times 3 over 9. So we have 8 volts. Okay? So, ayan. Okay na tayo sa initial value of voltage. So, at time t is greater than or equal to 0, yung ating switch tataas. Okay? Ito tataas. So, ibig sabihin, itong 6 ohms saka 24 volts mapuputol. So, hindi na sila kasama sa circuit. Ang matitira na lang is yung ating capacitor, okay? So, naka-open kapag sa DC. Then, meron tayo ditong 12 ohms. Then, meron tayo ditong 4 ohms. Okay? So, 12, ito si 4. Dito tayo kukumpit ng REQ. Okay? So, REQ is equals to 12 parallel sa 4. So, we have 3 ohms. Okay? So, from this, pwede na natin makompute yung BC of T. So, BC of T is equals to BO, so which is yung 8 e raised to negative t over RC. So 3 times yung capacitance, 1 over 6. Okay, 1 over 6. So simplify. So BC of t is equals to 8. E raised to negative. So 3 times 1 over 6. So 1 half. Reciprocal. So we have negative 2t volts. So ito yung magiging BC of t natin. So pinapakompute sa atin yung initial value of energy. So W at time t equals to 0. So 1 half CBO square. Substitute. So 1 half times yung ating capacitance, 1 over 6. Voltage, initial value of voltage, ito yon 8 ohms. So we have 8 square. Okay? So we have 1 half times 1 over 6. So times 8 square. Okay, so we have 5.333 joule. Okay, ito yung magiging final answer. Okay? Question. Question ba? Nakuha? Thumbs up? Pag nakuha? Thumbs up? Pag nakuha? Nice. Yan. Okay? Yan. Tatatlo yata yung kausap ko ay. Yung iba hindi. Okay? Mag-response naman. Okay? So, yan. So, next. So, halos ganyan lang naman yung sa ano, sa capacitance. So, pag ang direction guys, ganito. So, paano kapag yung direction ng arrow is pababa? So, ibig sabihin, initially, ba, ganito. Yung arrow natin, pababa. Okay? So, initially, ito is open pa din. Okay? So, magko-close siya kapag yung time t is equals, kapag yung time t natin is greater than or equal to 0. Kapag ganito, initially close siya. Pero pag ganito, initially open. Magkaiba yun ha. Baka mamaya akala nyo araw-araw lang yan. Same lang yung ginawa natin. Again, kapag pababa, ibig sabihin, initially, siya is open. So once na magbilang siya at time t is greater than or equal to 0, tsaka siya magko-close. Dito naman, initially, close siya. So kapag nagbilang, ito saka bubukas. Okay, magkaiba po yun. Okay, so next. Okay, ito isa para sa RC circuit. Okay, so next is RL. Padamay na natin. Para mamaya practice problems tayo. RL circuit. Okay, so dito tayo sa kabila. Okay, kapag sinabi namang source-free RL circuit, okay, so ang gagamitin naman natin dito, another element is inductor. Unlike kanina, RC, ibig sabihin resistor, capacitor. Kapag RL, resistor, inductor. So same concept pa din. So sino yung magsusupply once na ma-disconnect yung supply natin? Okay? So syempre, yung energy na ma-store dito sa ating inductor, siya yung magsusupply papunta kay resistor. Okay, pero dito, syempre, alam naman natin na kapag sa inductor, kapag sinupply natin ng DC source, siya is nagiging shorted. Unlike kasi kapag kay capacitor, kapag sinupply ng DC source, siya is nagiging open. Okay, kaya dito, kung shorted siya, kapag voltage siya kukunin natin, automatic zero yon. Kasi wire lang siya eh. Wala tayong makukumpit na voltage. Kaya kapag ka-inductor, current po yung ating kukunin. Okay? So, same concept pa din naman yung magiging formula natin. Okay? Wait lang. Ayan. Okay, so continuation. So, wait lang, may ginawa lang eh. Ayan, so source free RL circuit naman tayo. So, kung mapapansin nyo sa mga equation dito, same lang, halos same lang. Kapag kukunin natin yung energy stored sa inductor, so 1/2 Li square. So, same concept siya doon sa discuss natin last time, di ba? So, actually, parang nung kauna-unahan na discussion, na lagay ko din to. O, hindi. Pero alam ko yung sa capacitor. Pero kapag inductor, ayan, 1/2 Li square. Current naman yung ating gagamitin. Okay? So by formula, yung derivation, so nandito naman sa module, so tingnan nyo na lang. So we have I of t equals to I o e raised to negative RT over L. Okay? So, dito mababago yung ating time constant. Kasi sa source free RL circuit, yung time constant natin is L over R. Okay? Kaya kapag sasubstitute natin dito sa formula, negative T over tau, so yung tau natin is L over R. Reciprocal yung R, kaya dito, we have negative RT over L. Okay? So, yan yung pinagmulan ng equation natin. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin natin. So, ibig sabihin, kukunin natin is yung R pa din, so yung R equivalent, and also yung ating initial current. Okay? So, kung given lang sa problem, mas madali. Okay? So, pero yung pagkuha, okay? So, almost the same lang siya sa source free RC. Okay? Dito nga lang, current yung kinukuha natin. Okay? So, try to example. Dito may dependent agad, ano? Okay, so sige. Wait muna. Ako day wala muna eh. Ayan, dito muna tayo sa walang dependent. Okay? So from this, so the switch in the circuit below has been closed for a long time. So at time t is equals to 0, so the switch is open. Okay? So calculate I of t for t is greater than 0. Okay? So initially, siya is naka-close. So yung circuit natin, ganito. So, ibig sabihin, yung 40 volts saka 2 ohm kasama. Kasi close siya eh. Okay? So ito, close. Then, ito yung ating 12 ohms. Ito yung ating 4 ohms. Ito yung ating 16 ohms. Ayan. Then, kapag sa DC source, sinapply natin yung inductor. Okay, so di ba ito mag-a-act as shorted. So ito, wire lang. Ayan. So ito yung magiging circuit natin. Dito tayo kukumpit muna ng I of 0. Okay, yung initial value of current. Ito si 16, si 4, si 12, si 2, tsaka yung ating voltage source, 40 volts. Okay? So from this, any method pwede naman gamitin para makompute yung I.O. o I of 0. So dito, mapapansin kasi natin na yung wire naka-parallel sa 16. So kapag kinumpute natin yan, parallel combination, ito mag-a-act as shorted wire din. Kasi 0 yung magiging total resistance natin. So sa madaling salita, itong 16 ohms, pwede nating tanggalin na lang. Para magiging, ano lang siya eh, 0. Okay, so tanggalin na lang natin siya kasi naka-parallel dito sa wire. Okay, kaya magiging short siya. So ayan. Okay, ayan. So ito yung magiging circuit natin. Okay, so from this, so bahala na kayo kung anong method na gagamitin. So dito, pwedeng Ohm's law, mesh, nodal, depende sa inyong gusto. Okay, so, so dito, pwedeng simply Ohm's law lang gamitin natin. So 4 parallel sa 12. So ito is 3. Okay, so wait lang, may chat. So paano po pag pababa yung araw? Pag-compute ba mo yan? Hindi ko gets yung sa sinabi mo yan. Paano po sa pagpababa po araw sa pag-compute po ng BO at REQ? Hindi. Automatic naman yon. Tatandaan nyo, pag kukunin natin yung BO, dapat merong source. Kasi kung walang source, yung pag-compute natin ng BO, hindi tayo makakompute ng B of T. Kasi di ba, formula natin, let's say, B of T equals to BO. Kung itong BO, di ba, negative T over tau. Kung yung BO is 0, automatic ito, 0 na din. Kaya dapat may makompute tayong BO. Okay? Unless na lang talaga, kung yung sa problem, 0 yung magiging B of T. Kumbaga sa pag-charge, hindi siya chinarge. Parang ganon. Okay, pero automatic dapat, meron tayong value of initial voltage. Okay? So again, nakadepende nga yun sa direction ng arrow. Ayan. So, ayan. So, from this, so 4 parallel sa 12, so 3. So, dito pwede na tayo mag-voltage divider, di ba? So, by voltage divider, pwede natin makompute yung voltage dito. Let's say voltage B lang muna. Okay? So by VDR, so we have B is equals to, so 40 volts multiplied by 3. 3 ha? Kasi ito yung combination ni 4 at 12 eh. Baka mali to. So 3 plus 2. Okay? So 120 divided by 5. So 24. Tama ba? 120 divided by 5. So 24 volts. Okay, so 24 volts. Okay, so 24. So nakaparallel naman tong 4. So automatic, yung sa 4 ohms, 24 volts din yung voltage natin. Okay? So from this, pwede natin makompute yung IO o initial value of current natin. So we have 24 volts divided by uh, anong resistance? 4 ohms. Okay, so we have 4 ohms. So 24 divided 4, so we have 6 amperes. Okay? So meron na tayong IO. Okay, next. Okay? So may IO na tayo. So next, kunin natin si REQ. Okay? So yung ating switch, okay, at time t is greater than 0, ito mag-o-open. So ibig sabihin, itong part na to mapuputol. Okay, hindi na siya kasali sa circuit. Okay? Kaya magiging circuit na natin pag compute ng REQ is so itong 12 ohms, yung 4 ohms, 16 ohms, then dito sa inductance, diyan tayo kukuha ng REQ. Okay, ito yung ating REQ sa terminal ng inductor. Okay? So ito 16, 4, ito 12. Okay? So REQ, ito series combination ni 12 tsaka ni 4, so 16. So matitira 16 parallel sa 16. So ito is 8. So yan, may REQ na tayo, then initial current, pwede na natin ilagay sa formula, di ba? Kompleto na, yung L naman natin is 2 Henry. So by formula, so we have I of t equals to I of 0 e raised to negative t over tau. Again, o kaya ito, equivalent ng negative RT over L. Okay, so substitute. So you have 6 e raised to negative R. So 8t over L. So 6. Okay, so simplify. So 6e raised to negative. Divide parehas by 2. So 4 over 3. Or 1.333 T amperes. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Kung naka-fraction yun, wala namang problema. Okay? So, yan yung concept naman ni source free RL. Current naman yung ating kino-compute. Okay? So, may pinapakompute ba? Wala na. Okay? So, let's say pinakompute sa atin yung energy. So, let's say energy sa inductor at time t equals to 0. So, ito is simply 1/2 Li square. Substitute. Parang may mali ako. But 6. Sorry. L to L. Kaya pala eh. Wala nag-react R over L Yung L naman yata natin is 2. Hindi 6. 2. So ito is negative 40. Okay? So yan yung magiging sagot natin. Kaya pala nagtaka ako, bakit fraction. Okay? So we have 1/2. L natin is 2 Henry. Yung current natin is 6 amperes. So 6 square. Okay? So 36 times 2. 72 divide 2, so 36. So ito magiging 36 joule. Ito yung magiging sagot natin kapag pinakompute sa atin is yung initial value of energy. Okay? 1/2 Li square. Okay, nakuha? Question. Okay, so next. So itong balikan natin yung isa. Yung may dependent. Okay, so same concept naman yan. Basta tandaan nyo lang din yung sa Thevenin. Yan, okay? So for the given circuit below, calculate I of t, okay, and Ix of t, assuming that IO equals to 10 amperes. Ayan, so dito given naman yung ating initial current. So mabilis lang yan. Ang problema lang dito is meron tayong dependent source. Di ba? Ang kinukumpit natin is yung initial value of current tsaka yung REQ. So paano sir kapag may dependent source? Kasi alam naman natin sa Thevenin circuit o sa Thevenin theorem, kapag may dependent source, hindi natin siya tine-turn off. Anong ginagawa natin kapag sa Thevenin? Kapag kukunin sa REQ o R total o RTH,
Excite, sir.
so nag-excite tayo. Dito, same concept po yon. Okay? So nasa ba yung terminal ng ano natin, inductance, nandito. So di ba, diyan tayo kukuha ng current. Okay? So para ma-compute natin yung REQ, diyan tayo mag-excite ng 1 volt. Okay? So may mga book na nag-excite ng 1 ampere. Wala namang problema doon, guys. Same lang 'yon. So let's say nag-excite kayo dito ng 1 ampere. Okay? Current source, di ba? Ang kukunin niyo naman is yung voltage dito sa ating 1 ampere. Okay, kapag na-compute yung voltage, ganun pa din, Ohm's law. R equals to V over I. Pero para sa akin, mas convenient kasi kapag ang i-excite natin is voltage. Okay? Para at least walang lito. Okay? Wala namang binanggit na dapat may current o kaya voltage yung i-excite. So nakadepende pa din sa magsasagot 'yon. Pero para saan? Para mas convenient nga, voltage source na lang yung excite natin, 1 volt. Okay? So from this, so mag-excite tayo ng voltage. Okay? So ito yung IO natin. So excite tayo dyan ng voltage. So plus minus 1 volt. Okay? So plus minus 3I. Ito 4 ohms. So 2. Lagay natin dito yung I. Ayan. Pero dapat ang kailangan natin is yung papasok sa negative polarity, di ba? So ito, dapat ang current na makuha natin is papunta dito. Okay? So anong method ang pwedeng gamitin? Okay, so alam ko naman, kapag ganyan, di na kayo nag-iisip kung anong method, mesh analysis agad yan. Automatic. Di ba? So we have I1, I2. Okay? So para i-pattern na lang din natin doon sa gagawin nyo mismo. Okay, so KBL at mesh I1. Okay, so we have 2I1 minus 2I2 equals to 1. Okay, equation number 1. Okay, so dinaretso ko na guys ha. So next, so dito naman tayo sa kabila. So KBL at mesh I2. Okay, so we have negative 2I1, so plus 6I2 plus 3I equals to 0. So mapapansin naman natin sa circuit, yung I natin pababa, yung ating I1 pataas. So madaling salita, yung ating I is simply equals to negative I1. Okay, substitute natin dito sa equation. So plus 3 times I natin is negative I1. Tsaka tayo mag-simplify. Okay, so negative 2I1 minus 3I1. So we have negative 5I1 plus 6I2 equals to 0. So ito yung magiging equation number 2 natin. So from this, we have two equations, two unknown. So pwede natin i-calculate na lang yan. Okay? So mode 5-1. Okay? So 2I1 minus 2I2 equals to 1. So negative 5I1, 6I2 to 0. So we have 3 and 5 over 2 amperes. Okay? Pero ang kailangan natin is I1 na mismo. So yan ang gagamitin natin para makompute si R. Okay? Kaya from this, yung magiging total resistance natin. Okay? Hindi RTH yan ha. REQ siya o kaya RT. Okay? Baka isipin nyo, Thevenin pa din eh. Pero yung concept, pan-Thevenin naman. Okay? Pero mamalihan ko yun kapag RTH yung nakalagay dyan ha. Mali yun. Okay? So equals to, so yung ating 1 volt divided by yung ating resistance. So 3. Yung current, sorry, 1 volt over 3 ohms. Okay? So we have 1 over ohms to. Ampere. Okay, so we have 1 over 3 ohms. So ito yung magiging REQ natin. Okay, so from this, may REQ na tayo. Meron na din tayong IO. So pwede na natin ilagay sa formula. Di ba? So we have I of t equals to IO. So given. So 10 amperes. E raised to negative R. So 1 over 3 T over L. So yung L natin na na-compute is 0.5 over 0.5. So simplify. So we have 10 E raised to negative. So 1/3 divide 1/2. So negative 2 over 3 T amperes. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. So check natin. Okay, so 1/3. Ayan, so 10E raised to negative 2 over 3 T. Okay, so next, ano pa yung pinapakompute sa atin? IX. Okay, so paano natin makompute si IX? So dito, meron na tayong I of T. Ito na yon. Okay, yung current na dumaloy sa, kagawa doon, yung current na dumaloy sa 0.5 Henry. So paano natin makompute naman si IX? Okay, so actually, pwede ditong KCL. Pero dapat, makompute natin yung voltage. Okay? Kasi meron na tayong I of t eh. Dito meron na tayong 0.5 Henry. Kapag na-compute natin voltage, same naman sila kasi parallel, pwede natin makompute si Ix. Okay, so gawin lang natin dito, compute natin voltage. Okay, so paano makompute yung voltage sa inductor? So we have V of t equals to LdI dt, di ba? So ano yung ating inductance? 0.5. Okay, so we have 0.5 Henry. Derivative of I. Yung I natin dito, I of t. So, derivative of 10e raised to negative 2 over 3t. Okay, with respect to time. So, kapag kukuha natin dito, so we have 0.5 multiplied by negative 2 over 3 times 10 e raised to negative 2 over 3t. Okay, so simplify natin. So, yung magiging B of t natin o voltage sa inductor is equals to, so ilan to? So, 0.5 times 2 over 3 times 10. So we have negative 10 over 3. So we have negative 10 over 3 e raised to negative 2 over 3 t volts. Okay? So ito yung voltage natin. Ito yon. May voltage tayo dito. Okay? So parallel naman sila. Ibig sabihin, yung voltage dito kay 0.5 Henry, voltage din kay 2 ohms. So voltage divided the resistance, yun yung ating Ix. Okay? So from this Ix is equals to yung B of t na na-complete natin over 2 ohms. So we have negative 10 over 3 e raised to negative 2 over 3t divided by 2 ohms. Okay, so substitute. So cancel, divide 10 divide 2, so negative 5. Okay, so we have negative 5 over 3 e raised to negative 2 over 3t ampere. So ito yung magiging final answer natin kapag kukumpitin natin si Ix. Okay, tingnan natin kung tama. Negative 5 over 3. Wow. Okay, negative 5 over 3 or 1.666. Okay? So, yun po yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? Any question? Nasusundan? Thumbs up pag naintindihan? Up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yun. Yung iba, dadalawa yata yun, tatlo. Kapag may yun, apat. So, pag naintindihan guys, thumbs up lang para at least alam ko yung kung sino nakikinig pati. Okay? So, another problem. Okay? So, tingin tayo sa problem set. Problem set. Okay? Para mabawas-bawasan man lang. Bawasan na yan. So, tayo dito. Ito. Kakaiba to. May question. Wait lang ha. Ito baka ito yung sa tinutukoy. Ito yung pababa. Okay, sige. Natin yan. Tinan ko lang din sa sagot ko kanina para at least same lang. Okay? So, ito galing sa problem set nyo. So, yan. So, kukunin din natin dito, syempre, is yung I of t. Ayan. So, first, kunin muna natin yung I of 0. So, dito, based sa ating switch o yung sa arrow, siya is pababa. So, ibig sabihin, initially, siya is open. So, kapag kukunin natin yung current dito sa inductor, okay, so yung magiging circuit na natin, ganito. Yan, ito sa 4 ohms. Ito, hindi na natin sasama kasi ito, initially open. Di ba, pag kukunin natin yung IO o kaya B sa BO, so di ba, titingnan natin yung switch kung alin dito yung open, alin dito yung close. So, initially to, naka-open. Kung ito, pataas yung kanyang arrow, initially, naka-close yan. Okay? So, make sure so, alam niyo yung concept ng mga araw-araw. Okay? So, kaya ito, 4 ohms, then, mapapapunta na tayo dito sa 4 ohms. Ito yung inductor natin. Okay? Again, inductor, kapag sa DC source, mag-act as shorted. Okay? So, 3 amperes. So, ito, 4 ohms. Yung 12, wala na kasi ito, again, putol. Ito si 4 ohms. Then, kukumpit tayo ng I of 0. Okay? So, from this, kunin natin yung I of 0 by CDT o CDR. So, we have initial value of current equals to 3 amperes times 4 over 4 plus 4. Okay? So, we have 1.5 amperes. Okay? Ito yung IO natin. So, okay na. So, next, kapag itong REQ naman kukunin natin, so ito, at time t is greater than or equal to 0, ito magko-close. Then, yung ating magiging independent source is i-deactivate natin. Di ba? So, ang magiging circuit natin kapag kukunin is REQ, so again, yung current source, putol, matitira yung ating resistor na 4 ohms. Then, yung 12 ohms, ito kasi short, close na siya. Then, yung ating 4 ohms, ayan. Then, yung ating terminal. Again, ang terminal lagi nandun sa inductor natin. Okay? Kung capacitor, nasa capacitor yon. So, we have REQ. Ito si 4, 12, 4. Okay? 4, 12, 4. Okay? So, from this, REQ is equals to, so, 4 parallel sa 12. Then, yung combination, nakaseries sa 4. Okay, 4 parallel sa 12, 48 divided 16, so 3 plus 4, so we have 7 ohms. Ito yung ating REQ. Okay, so next. So, okay na tayo sa REQ, okay na din sa IO, so pwede natin makompute si I of t. So, I of t equals to IO, so we have 1.5 ampere, e raised to negative r, t over L. Ano yung L natin? So, 3.5 Henry. Okay, so 3.5 Henry. Okay, so simplify. So 1.5 e raised to negative 2t amperes. Ito yung magiging final answer natin. So kung given yung time, again, substitute nyo lang sa ating expression. So yun ay magiging natin, value of current. Okay? So kung kinuha naman is in terms of energy, Okay, so sir, paano kung hindi time t equals to 0 yung kinuha? May formula tayo, nandito na. Yan. Sundan nyo na lang yung formula. Direct substitution lang naman yon. Nasaan ba yon? Kasi energy yung pinapakuha sa atin. Ayan. Ito yung formula natin. Okay? Sa resistor. Okay? So, ano pa ba? Ano pa ba dito? 1 half Li. Yun lang naman yan. Direct substitution lang. So, ibig sabihin, itong I.O., initial value of current. So, times 1 minus e raised to negative 2t over tau. Yan. So, meron na tayong L, meron na tayong I.O. Yung tau naman, L over R lang siya. Substitute nyo lang. So, yan, makakupit na natin yung energy dito. Okay? So, kapag energy at time t equals to 0, ulitin ko, baka yung iba nalilito pa, energy sa inductor at time t equals to 0, ito is simply 1 half Li, yung current natin is at time t equals to 0. Okay? I.O. square. Okay? So, huwag malilito doon. Okay, so next. Tayo. So, ito naman. Dalawang switch, dalawang pupuntahan eh. Yan. Okay, so paano naman pag ganyan, sir? Okay, parang dalawa na yung pupuntahan. So, ito, initially, nakalagay sa palagay niya, initially, saan naka-connect yung ating switch? Sa 4 volts, sa 3 ohms. Dalawa na yung pupuntahan sa switch natin. Kanina, on-off lang eh. Okay, so ito ngayon, hindi. So, saan pupunta yan? So, initially, kapag kukumputin natin, let's say, yung voltage sa capacitor at time t equals to 0, saan naka-connect yung ating switch? Sa 3 ohms o sa 4 volts? Ano? Saan, guys?
Sa 3 po.
Sa 3 po. Okay, so tama naman. So, initially, nasa 3 ohms siya. Okay? Kapag time t greater than or equal to 0, saka siya papalo pa kabila. So, ibig sabihin, yung initial circuit natin is ganito. Okay, may 12 volts tayo, may 3 ohms, 3 ohms. Again, at DC circuit, yung ating capacitor mag-a-act as open. So, nandito yung ating VC of 0. Okay, so ito, putol. Okay, wala naman siyang connection, so hindi ko nilagay. So, 3, 2, so plus minus 12 volts. So, from this, paano natin makakupit si VC of 0? Okay, so from this, wala, ito putol naman, di ba? Ibig sabihin, walang current na dadaloy dyan. So, ibig sabihin, para makumpit si VC of 0, ito parang wire lang. So, yung VC of 0 natin is equals to 12 volts. Okay, kasi kapag nag-KVL tayo dito, putol yan. Hindi siya isang closed circuit. Okay? So, kaya yung maging voltage natin sa VC of 0 is itong 12 volts lang mismo. Okay? So, sana maliwanag yon. Okay na. Okay, so meron tayong VC of 0. So, next, is kunin naman natin yung total resistance o yung ating R equivalent. Okay, so ibig sabihin yung ating switch is papalo pa kabila. Okay, so ibig sabihin itong switch nandito na sa 4 volts. Okay, so magiging circuit natin ganito. Ito si 4 volts, si 2 ohms. Dito natin kukunin si Req. Okay, ito si 2 ohms, ito yung ating 4 volts. Okay, di ba? Sa pag-compute natin ng Req, yung ating independent source is tine-turn off natin. So ito magiging shorted. Kaya ibig sabihin yung ating REQ is equals to 2 ohms. So yan lang. Okay? So yan lang yung ating pag-compute ng REQ. So ito pwede na sa formula. So we have BC of T equals to BC of 0. So na-compute natin 12 volts. E raised to negative T over magkaiba na ito voltage na to sa capacitor, ibig sabihin RC siya. Okay, so we have 2 multiplied by the capacitance of 3. So simplify, so we have 12 e raised to negative T over 6 volts. So ito yung magiging BC of T natin. Okay? So, ayan. So, question. So, actually, mabilis lang siya. So, time response. So, ganyan lang yung process. So, make sure na napapractice yung nasa problem set, ha? So, isa pa. Ito, may dependent. So, try natin. Ayan. Okay, so next. So, kunin ulit natin yung magiging response o yung ating BC of T dito. Okay? So, initially, so siya is naka-close, di ba? So, kumpitin natin yung magiging voltage. Okay, so naka-close. So, we have 80 volts. May 40 ohms tayo. Then, open na siya. So, nandito yung ating BC of T. BC of 0, sorry. Then, meron tayong independent source. Dependent. Then, 30 ohms. Then, yung ating 50 ohms. So, we have 0.5 I. So, 50. Yung ating I. 30 ohms. So, 40 ohms. So, plus minus 80 volts. Okay? So, kailangan natin makompute kasi dito is yung ating BC of 0. So, again, any method pwede naman gamitin para makompute si BC of 0. Either mesh o nodal. Okay? So, from this, mas madali dito kasi is yung nodal analysis. Kasi ito isang node. Kumbaga, ito lang yung magiging node natin dito. And yung BC of 0 natin, nakaparallel dito sa node. So, ibig sabihin, ito, pag na-compute natin yung voltage dito, yun na din yung ating BC of 0. Di ba? So, by nodal analysis, para mas mabilis, lagyan natin itong current. Let's say I1. Ito, 0.5. Ito, may I. Okay? Let's say ito yung ating B. Okay? So, alam naman natin, yung B natin is BC of 0. Kunin lang natin yung value of voltage B. Okay? So, KCL at node B. Okay, so lumabas si current I. So I1 na lang ilagay ko dito. So current I1, tsaka si current I, pumasok si 0.5 I. Okay? So from this, simplify natin. So ano yung magiging, simplify ko muna to. So I have I1, so 1 minus 0.5, so we have plus 0.5 I equals to 0. I1 express natin in terms of node voltage. So I1 natin is B. Okay, galing sa node B, minus ang papunta, 80 volts. Okay, over the resistance in between, 40. Okay, so plus 0.5 multiplied by I. Ano yung I natin? Ito yon. So, saan nanggaling yung I? Sa node B, minus 0, kasi papunta na siya sa ground, wala namang voltage, divided by the resistance in between. So, 30 plus 50, ito is 80. Okay, equals to 0. So from this, simplify natin, iisa na yung unknown natin. Kung ginawa nyo naman ay shift solve, wala namang problema. Okay, so multiply na lang natin lahat ng term by 80. Okay, so multiply sa lahat ng terms. So 80 divided 40. So 2. So we have 2b minus 160 plus. So ito, cancel yung 80. So we have 0.5b equals to 0. So we have 2.5b equals to 160. So yung magiging b natin is equals to 160 divided by 2.5. So we have 64 volts. Okay, ito yung ating node B. And sinabi naman natin kanina, yung node B dyan is equal sa ating initial value of voltage, which is equals to 64 volts. So ito yung magiging initial voltage natin. Okay? So kung mesh analysis, pwede din naman. Okay? So try yung mesh analysis mamaya pagkatapos natin. Okay? Para at least flexible yung inyong alam na solution. Okay? So next. Kunin naman natin guys is yung REQ. Ayan. So may dependent source tayo. So mangyayari sa circuit, ito mapuputol. Okay, mapuputol yung circuit natin. So mawawala na tong 80 volts saka 40 ohms. Ito open, so ito na matitira. Okay, open na yung ating capacitor. Then meron tayo dito dependent source. Ayan. Then meron tayong 30 saka 50. Okay, 50, 30, I, 0.5i. Okay? So may dependent source dito sa terminal kung saan natin kukunin yung REQ, mag-excite tayo ng voltage. Okay? So lagay natin. So plus minus 1 volt. Okay? Nasaan pa yung isang I? Wala na. Okay, siya na lang. So kailangan natin current, syempre is yung papasok sa negative polarity ng ating in-excite na voltage, di ba? So ibig sabihin, ito yan. So try natin. Anong method? Sige, mesh na lang. At favorite. So let's say I1, ito si I. Okay, so meron tayong current source sa pagitan ng dalawang mesh. So ibig sabihin, meron din tayong super mesh. Okay? So KBL tayo super mesh. Okay, so we have negative 1. So plus 80 I equals to 0. Kaya from this, yung I natin is 1 over 80 amperes. Okay? So ayan, meron agad tayong I. So next, nag-KBL na tayo super mesh, mag-KCL naman tayo dito sa node. Okay? So KCL at node A. Okay, pumasok si I1 tsaka si 0.5i. Lumabas si I. So from this, I1 is simply equal to positive. Okay, so 1 minus 0.5, we have 0.5i. So dito, meron tayong value of I na compute na natin. So substitute. So 0.5 times 1 over 80. So I1 natin is equals to 1 over 160 amperes. Okay? So from this, meron tayong current. So kunin na natin si REQ o R total. So we have 1 volt yung in-excite natin divided by I1, 1 over 160. So from this, we have 160 ohms. Ito yung magiging REQ natin. Okay? So next, meron na tayong REQ, may BC of 0 na. Pwede natin ilagay sa formula. So we have BC of T equals to BC of 0, 64 volts, e raised to negative T over RC. So we have 160 multiplied by capacitance. Ilan yun? So 3 farad. 3 farad. So simplify. So we have 64 e raised to negative T over 480. Tama ba? 480 volts. Okay, so ito yung magiging value of BC of T natin. Okay? Any questions? Okay? So,